Is it too early? Is it too early? Look, I'm going to say it anyway. Joshua Giddey is the greatest OKC Thunder player ever. Russell Westbrook, eat your heart out. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, even though he's only been there for a couple of years. Kevin Durant. Let's pack it up. Let's pack it up, folks. I know that gives you OKC fans a lot of joy, so that's fine. I'm just going to say I like Kevin Durant. We're getting off topic. We're talking about Josh Giddey and how the man has looked really good. And I said when he got drafted that you could expect some Josh Giddey content just sporadically whenever I felt like it, whenever he decided to play well, because he's Australian, I'm Australian, and then you got to have some kind of connection to it, okay? You got to have some kind of connection, and I'm connecting with what Josh Giddey is doing on the floor. What he's doing off the court as well is actually pretty good as well, if you check out what he's doing on TikTok. Just a side note, but we're not here to talk about that because that's not production. That is not production. Jimmy Fredette is good on TikTok. We're getting really off topic, but all I want to say is so far, Josh Giddey, someone who was disrespected when he got drafted. Oh, why did he go so high? Oh my God, he's not going to be in the Rookie of the Year race. Oh, well. Where is it now? Because through 3 preseason games so far, Josh Giddey is averaging about 14 points a game, 4 assists, 6 boards, shooting over 50% from the field, 50% from 3. The man has looked like the real deal, which we should have expected. Okay, not to be biased to the Australian League, but it's a decent league. It is one of the better leagues in the world, so for him to win Rookie of the Year, for him to be putting up triple-doubles, 3 of his last 6 games in the NBL, he put up a triple-double. For him to be able to do that, a la LaMelo Ball, we should have expected that this man would hit the ground running, and it's still early, it's just preseason, but if you're looking at the fact that he didn't even play Summer League, people are clowning him because he got blocked by Sekou in one Summer League game in 2 minutes of action. Oh, he didn't look great in those 2 minutes, those 30 seconds that you saw him with the ball in his hands, even though half of that he actually blew past Cade Cunningham and dunked on someone, but still, even though he didn't look great in Summer League, well, he's come out and looked fantastic in preseason. He's looked absolutely fantastic in preseason, and we've got to talk about that. Drop a like on the video. That would be much appreciated. Just talking about Josh Giddey, bit of the OKC Thunder as well, because why not? Subscribe to the channel if you are new. That would also be cool, because if you're a Thunder fan, if you're a Josh Giddey fan, there's going to be some content coming. I've said it, there is going to be some content coming whenever I feel like it, whenever he decides to pull out with some nice performances, which he's done in back-to-back-to-back games. Because even in the game before, where he only put up, 6 points, 6 rebounds, something of that nature. He didn't put up a huge stat line, as opposed to these other 2 games where he's been really solid. He was still diming, and that's been one very consistent factor. Whether his shooting is going to hold up, I don't know. He's still a set shot guy, and I did mention this. I think he'll be solid enough just off the catch, just as a stand and deliver 3-point shooter, which is all he needs to be when you've got Shai who can create, you've got some other creators, you're going to have other guards on the floor. They've got Trey Mann, they've got Ty Jerome, they've got Theo Maledon. You've got creators that can get the ball to him in a catch and shoot situation. The dude is 6'8", 6'9". I hear every different measurement, 6'7". One of those 3. He's a tall point guard, so he can shoot over players. So if you get him the ball in a catch and shoot situation, and that's what he's been doing so far, then he's going to be fine. I think he'll be a solid enough 3-point shooter. Whether he can develop that shot, well, that will determine some other things going down the line. That will determine his ceiling. But if we're just looking at what he's going to do in his rookie season, we've already seen. It's not a glimpse. Like, I could say it's a glimpse, but it's not a glimpse. We've just seen what his passing ability is through 3 games, and he did this in the NBL. There's a reason why people said he was either one of the best passers in the draft or the best passer. So far, he looks like the best passer. So far, putting an emphasis on that, but so far he does look like the best passer because he's diming. Although he's only averaged 4 assists per game, he could be up to 6 to 7 to 8 because he's making those reads. And that is while he's still playing predominantly off the ball with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and those other guards, which helps in some aspects of the game where you want to get open shots and good looks. It helps there having guys that can create gravity and create opportunities. That's fine. But also, if you're just looking at raw numbers and him getting the ball in his hands enough, well, he's not getting it as much as other guys because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is, well, he's a star. So he isn't going to quite have the same ball dominance as a Cade Cunningham. It's probably even a Jalen Suggs and a Jalen Green, I'd say, which is why actually in my Rookie of the Year video, I had him as my 4th favorite behind those guys. For that reason, I don't think I would have gone as far as some of these disrespectful people saying guys from left field should be ahead of Josh Giddey in the rankings. No. Josh Giddey, there's a reason he was the Rookie of the Year in the NBL. There's a reason he's come into the NBA. And seamlessly so far, he has just looked fantastic. And there's no more excuses. Oh, the first preseason game, it's just the first game of preseason. Played against the Bucks. They weren't playing full out, I guess. And then against the Nuggets. Like, this was the last game of preseason for the Nuggets, or the second last, one of the two. They were going full out. They had their starters. He made Monte Morris look like a fool. He had Monte Morris on skates. He was getting past Nikola Jokic. He was diming. He was making reads. He was getting out in transition. Everything he does looks very transferable. He makes it look easy, but he also does it with flair. He's just looking like the part so far. He just looks like a fantastic player. And again, it's just another message to these people that doubt these top picks before we actually get a chance. They did it with Patrick Williams last season. Just because someone is mocked to go one place or you don't know enough about them, that doesn't mean they're actually a bad player. Just shock horror. I don't think any OKC fans, well, not many of the logical ones, were actually hating on the pick, but there were people hating on the pick. It's still very early, so who knows? But at the moment, Josh Giddey looks like he's going to be a fantastic pick. And just looking at this OKC Thunder team, they're going to be right up the top of my rankings. Zach Lowe, who I don't listen to all the time or read all of his articles by any means, listen to him a little bit, but he did come out with the League Pass rankings. I don't know if Thunder fans have seen him, but all I did see was OKC. Out of 30 teams, he had ranked 30th when we're talking entertainment value. 30th. The disrespect. It was just a slither of a mention of Josh Giddey. Just a slither of a mention. You didn't mention some of the other factors which are going to make this team very exciting. I'm talking top 10 for me personally. Now, it's not actually League Pass rankings for me, if you know what I mean. You know, the other kind of service where I get this that is not League Pass. I'm not even going to mention it because who knows? Everyone could be listening. In terms of teams that I would base off entertainment value heading into this season, OKC are going to be up towards the top of the list. Josh Giddey is going to be a reason. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be a reason. Lou Dort showing off some creation and still being the hound that he is defensively is another reason. Pokusevski, Darius Bazley is always someone that intrigues me because of his skill set at his size and did improve last season, although his efficiency wasn't amazing. So I want to see what he can do. They've got some other interesting guys, for sure. There are some interesting players on this OKC team that would not leave them with the 30th ranking in my estimations, okay? I'm a little bit higher on them in terms of entertainment because, yeah, Josh Giddey, I like him and I like Shai quite a lot. But 30, that's just disrespectful, Mr. Lowe. Zach Lowe, Zachary, I don't care what I call you. All I'm going to say is that's disrespectful. OKC fans deserve better. Well, they're going to get to watch Josh Giddey in action, so they got better. They got better, okay? So I'm glad you guys get to see that. And getting back on topic with the basketball nature of things, I was talking about it before, but Josh Giddey is going to spend a fair bit of time with the ball out of his hands, which I think it'll work over time. SGA, let's not forget, he did spend a lot of time off the ball with Chris Paul. Now, that is one of the greatest point guards of all time, but I guess, on the contrary, Josh Giddey is going to be one of the greatest point guards of all time, so you get what I'm saying there, but it could work. Like, being serious, it could work, because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he does have the skill set to play off the ball. Josh Giddey, I wouldn't say he's ideal to play off the ball, but given that most of his best attributes are on the ball as a passer, as a playmaker, you see him getting downhill. His finishing is good. He uses that size. He uses that length to get past defenders. Just finishes in the right ways, you know, or a little reverse or a little attacking the rim. He has those little shifty crossovers, which at his size are rather shifty because he can get past you, and then once he's past you, it's a couple of steps, he's through to the rim. I don't think he's best off the ball, but it can work. It'll work. I don't have too many doubts over it. Sure, he won't put up the numbers that he could probably put up if he was in a situation where you don't have an SGA, but it might be better for his development. Defensively, he's also looked better than a lot of people gave him credit for. They said that would be a big question mark. So far, he's looked pretty solid. He's looked pretty solid defensively on that end of the floor. I think him and SGA can coexist. I'm interested to see what they could run because, well, a couple of years ago, SGA, Schroeder, and Chris Paul did run the 3-guard lineups. I don't know if that'll happen with Theo Maladone or Trey Mann. Lou Dort, what does he kind of fall into? What category? Is he a guard? Is he a wing? I don't know. He's kind of in between. Does a little bit of everything, Lou. Positionless basketball. It's positionless basketball. And that actually sums up the Thunder. That's what we need to end on because Josh Giddey could be a wing. SGA could be a 2. He could be a 1. You've got Pokusevski. What do we know? What is he? What is he? Is he forward? Is he a guard? Is he a point guard? Is he a demigod? He's all of those things. He's all of those things. Darius Bazley can handle the ball. This is why I've been excited about OKC, and this is why, not to bring it back to Zach Lowe, but you having them 30th on your League Pass ranking, personally, I don't see them in that light. I see them as a team that is going to be very entertaining for a number of reasons. Josh Giddey being the number one reason right now because the man's looked fantastic. Kevin Durant move aside, Russell Westbrook move aside, Nick Collison move aside. We've got a new man in town. It's Josh Giddey. Just look forward to it, Thunder fans. Yeah, have a nice day.